Authority officials had their work cut out for them over the last 4 days. During their mission, they were able to facilitate the movement of over 20,000 people at the Beitbridge border post. Over 17,000 people crossed into South Africa from Zimbabwe and other neighboring countries during the period. It is, however, the porous borderline that has become a grave concern for the BMA. Hundreds of people smuggle goods into Zimbabwe through the broken border fence. Over 120 border jumpers were intercepted and arrested over the last 4 days. The BMA says the deployment of sophisticated technology has stiffened its operations at the border.
This is where we're beginning to see the benefits of the technology that we have deployed during this festive season. We have deployed, as we've been reporting, drones in 5 ports of entry. This is one of the ports of entry that we have deployed the drones. We also deployed the body cams. We also deployed what we call push-to-talk. So we have been using this drone to monitor those areas that we regard to as vulnerable segments. And then this obviously is one of the vulnerable segments that we have identified, and we are using drones to monitor this area. So there are these colleagues or these folks who don't necessarily have documentations, who don't have passports, and they are trying to avoid paying tax through the goods from the products they shall purchase from South Africa. So they will use this, unfortunately, passage to pass to Zimbabwe from South Africa.
Some criminals and border jumpers use technological devices such as binoculars to evade law enforcement officials.
In terms of additional resources, definitely we need additional resources. Law enforcers, we also need additional resources in terms of specializations such as your immigration, port health, environmental, as well as agricultural biosecurity specialists.
Meanwhile, thousands of travelers and holiday makers have begun to make way into South Africa. Some have expressed concern over long queues and hours during the processing of their documents at the border post.
Hey, it's hectic. Taking 2 hours, 3 hours trip from Harare, then you meet the long queues. It's a lot of fatigue on our side, and the queues are very long.
On the border, it's not taking a lot. I'm just process my papers a little bit. So I'm just doing fast for everything.
Traffic volumes, including commercial vehicles, are expected to continue on Sunday. Rutendo Bobori, SABC News, Musina.